Alright guys, so I have a little bit of a Yu-Gi-Oh problem right now. And you guys are gonna laugh when you hear it, but basically I don't know what deck I want to build right now. And I know what you're thinking. So, Paul, like half the videos you make are like, oh, what deck you should play, 10 decks you should try, 10 budget decks, 10 this deck. So, the irony that you are, not sure what deck to play. And you'd be right if you thought so. But that is a problem that I'm having. However, hear me out. I have, I don't know if I'd call it a dilemma. Maybe I'm being dramatic. But I really don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh deck I want to play right now because of a couple of reasons. So, first of all, we have a new ban list. You guys know that. It's a new format, and it's a pretty interesting one. A lot of the top decks got hit in some form or fashion. Some of them are still like somewhat playable. Like, I feel like Orcists and even Sky Strikers, like maybe some like Thunder Dragon stuff could still be like super viable. But then like, we've also lost Salamangrates and like Altergeist and things. So like things have taken a turn and things seem really interesting and like, the field's wide open, right? Like, anything could win. It's that typical kind of early format rush that everybody gets. And I'm getting it. I'm getting that early format rush. And the thing is, also, I'm trying to go to more Yu-Gi-Oh events because so the way that my competitive Yu-Gi-Oh spirit, I guess, works, like, everybody asks, like, Paul, are you a casual? Are you a competitive? You're flip-flopping. Well, the thing is, my competitive Yu-Gi-Oh drive basically kind of, it comes, like, in waves, I guess I would say. So basically, like, sometimes I really, really want to play like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I'll message everybody. Like, you can ask anybody on the team. Like I message everyone and I'm just like, guys, like I want to play. I want to build a deck. I want to compete. I want to go to a tournament. Like let's go to the next 3 YCS events. Let's go to all these regionals. And like that's a real thing that happens. Like sometimes I just get like a burst of like motivation and drive and I want to play and compete. Other times I'm kind of more like, I'm over this meta. It's boring. I don't feel like it. So right now I'm having one of those drives, partly because of this new format and just because like it's, I guess, that time of the year for me again. Like I want to go to more events. I want to go to YCS Fort Worth for sure. That's something that we're planning on going to. And like I also want to go to like YCS Niagara and YCS Oregon, wherever that is, whatever city it is. And like there's some other ones that I want to go to all that, meet you guys, play in tournaments. The last like YCS I went to was YCS Atlanta, and that was like way back in March or something. I had to miss out on Nats because I went to E3. It's been crazy, but I do want to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh again, at least for a while, at least for now. And the deck that I was playing last format, and you guys are probably gonna hate me for it, but was actually Salamangrates. So I built it in like late May or something like that. I don't know. I think it was in preparation for nationals because up until then I've been playing Cyber Dragons, which it's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but Cyber Dragons aren't like the tip top of the competitive iceberg. It's a load of like it's got good rogue matchups. Like it can beat like some meta decks can take you by surprise. It's got some assets there, but sometimes you want to like see what do the meta decks play like, and so I picked up Salamangrates. And the thing about Salamangrates is, I mean, that deck core cost me less than $20. Like it was like $17 on TCG Player to get like everything. I already had some hand traps. The only thing I didn't have was Phantasme, which I had kind of decided like if I end up going to nationals, then I'll shell out the money. But I didn't end up going, so I saved the money. But yeah, so that's what I was playing, and Salamangrates were actually kind of fun for me. Like don't get me wrong, it's kind of a straightforward linear deck in some sense. Like it does a lot of the same stuff each turn, but it does it really well. And when you're competing in a tournament, the goal isn't necessarily to be like super innovative and have loads of fun and originality and creativity. It's kind of more like I just wanted to play something that won, and Salamangrates won a lot, and they're really solid. It was fun to play. I never really felt like I had bad matchups. It was pretty easy to pick up, but still there was a lot to master. Good deck. Obviously that's gone now, and so I'm really not sure like moving forward what the best deck's gonna be. And I guess like if there was an easy answer to that question, then you wouldn't see all these YouTubers talking about like, oh, here's what you should play, oh, here's what's gonna be good. So I have options and I want to know what you guys think about them because I'm still very undecided. Like I feel like, of course, the field's wide open. Some of the things I'm looking at are oh, and also there's like fun decks I want to build too, which I'll get to in a bit. So this isn't just a like, oh, what meta deck should Paul build and sell out to play and stuff. No, there's also fun decks I want to build, and like I can't build them all, but I'll get to it. So I think rockets. Rockets are looking like they're going to be really pretty strong. The rocket structure deck, turn back on computer. The rocket structure deck is coming out, and of course, as you guys know, it's got some really good reprints, some really good new rocket support cards. If you haven't seen it already, the full list is actually out now. I'll link to like somewhere where you can see it in the description, I guess. But yeah, rockets have been one of my favorite decks. I haven't played them in several months now because I just felt like it wasn't fun, because like they weren't fast enough and like they didn't get off the ground, and so they couldn't do their strategy. But now it seems like that's not really going to be too big of an issue anymore. In fact, they can do quite a lot. And so I'm thinking that that combined with like guard dragons, and like Tempest came back and Romulus is coming out, that Dragoonity Link monster. So like a lot's going on with rockets, and I feel like that could be a very strong pick. And it's probably what I'll like go with. Like that seems like that's kind of the number one thing. But then there are also other options. Like there's stuff that I kind of know about. Like I know here in Rising Rampage we're getting Tenyi, which doesn't look like it's going to be all that competitive. It gets more support in the next set, I think Chaos Impact. But even then, I don't know, it's like a meta contender, right? The Marincess monsters, I know that those are supposed to be kind of more of an engine than a deck. Like I hear they work pretty well with frogs and maybe mermails or paleo or something. I haven't looked into it too deeply. And also there's like the Fire Fist stuff that comes out in that Fire Fist of the Gadget set. I don't know where that's going. I mean, we don't even know what the support cards are. So that was something that was kind of interesting to me, because all of those decks to some varying degree seem to fit my play style. If I haven't described it to you, the way that I like to play is I don't really care for like, unbreakable board decks. I'm not like trying to, like my goal isn't to just make like a board that just can't be beaten or something like that. It's more so about like, I just like control decks. I like decks that can kind of put out some stuff and like negate things and have some longevity to them that can grind a bit. For me, that's like way more fun than just, like locking my opponent out of the game completely. So, that's just going into this. That's something that I've been considering. And so other decks, the Code Talker deck looks interesting. That's going to get more like Cynet cards when the new Yu-Gi-Oh game drops. I think that's kind of more of a fun deck. I think Tenyi is more of a fun deck. There's fun decks I wanted to build from Battles of Legend, like Trap Tricks and Psyframes. I know, Psyframes, right? But like, dude, those would be more for fun. I think that maybe they could have some competitive potential, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like likely. But either way, those are some of the fun decks I'm looking at. And I think that each of them do different things. And you're probably thinking at this point, well, Paul, why not just like build them all? You're a Yu-Gi tuber. You get, a billion of every set and you get all these cards. Not true. I mean, I get boxes to open. I don't necessarily just get free cards. Like, I can get every single thing I want. Like I said, I didn't have Phantasmes. I didn't have Dangers. That's why I didn't play Orcus. Orcus seemed interesting, but then like Dangers cost a load of money. I can't afford them. So obviously I can't just build every single deck I want. And with fun decks, I feel like if I'm overloaded with decks to build, then I just kind of end up not building any of them. Like I'll be like, oh, I want to build Trap Tricks. Oh, I want to build this, and like Battle Wasps and all these different things. Tenyi. And then like I just won't build them because there's too many and I get overwhelmed. So for me, I do have to pick and choose my battles, I guess I'd say. And with that all in mind, I'm really not sure what deck right now I'm going to gel with. I've done a little bit of Wygo Pro testing. Tenyi seem fun. Code Talkers seem fun. I'm still learning more about like how their full combos go, because I haven't played any of the I haven't really played any of the cyber stuff yet, so that's kind of a mystery. And rockets I know a fair bit about. So that's looking like what it's going to be, but I want to hear from you guys. What decks are you playing specifically this format? Like, what are you looking at playing? And not just like necessarily like old stuff, like, oh, I'm going to keep playing my hero deck. Okay, great. But like, what of the new stuff are you guys most interested in? And what do you think I would be most interested in? Because there's so much. Like, I forgot about... There's that deck from Mystic Fighters. I know that's a thing. There's like, that's, what is it? There's Generoids, Dragon Maids, and... I forget the name of the Shinki. I don't know. They're the ones that hold up, I can look them up. Zanki. They're the ones that can link summon with your opponent's monsters in their turn, which seems really annoying. But decks from those sets tend to be kind of like gimmicky. Like I was already looking out at the Generoid like monsters, and I feel like they don't execute their strategy that well. So I am a big fan of level 9 monsters though, and it does give that World Legacy card some use. So like I don't know, that might be something I'd try out. Either way though, it's it's an issue. Like, I don't know. I'm in a weird place, and I don't normally share this stuff because normally the side of me that you guys see in these videos is pretty much just, like I said at the beginning, here's what you should build. But the thing is, those are like more so for like, you know, new people or just like, you know, trying to fit someone's preference. But my preferences are all over the place. So, that's where I am right now. Okay, this was an off the dome video. I didn't know where it was gonna go necessarily, so I guess tell me what you're building and why you're building it, and and we'll see where that goes. Channel things, since we're here. We're almost at 150,000 subscribers. That's actually one of my goals. You can see it written on the board behind me. Thank you so much to you guys. And I might actually have it by the time this video goes up. I'm not really sure. But it really means a lot. 150,000 YouTube subscribers for making Yu-Gi-Oh videos is insane. If we reach that, I obviously will try to celebrate with something good. I don't know, some crazy skit, some crazy giveaway. And speaking of giveaways, if you haven't heard, I am doing a San Diego Comic-Con giveaway. So you get the exclusive San Diego Comic-Con mat. It's got Dark Magician, Elemental Hero Neos, and Stardust Dragon on it. Plus you get 5 packs of Rising Rampage and 5 packs of Battles of Legend, the newest one, Heroes Revenge. All the information about that is going to be down in the description. Konami actually let me do that giveaway. It's provided by them. So I'm just randomly picking a winner and they get the winner information. They do the shipping, so there's nothing on my end. What else? I think that's really it. Oh, all right. So end of video things. Follow on Facebook, follow on Twitter. Oh yeah, if you buy cards from TCG Player, use our link, the one that's in this video description and just on the channel. If you buy any cards from TCG Player with that link, we actually get a small kickback from it. Helps the channel out. And at no additional expense to you, of course. Also, you can join as a YouTube channel member. That's that new feature. You pay a small monthly fee. It supports us. You also get a few perks, some custom emotes and badges, a role in the Discord server, for instance. And yeah, if you make a custom playmat on Inked Gaming, use APS 10 and get a discount. Okay, I think I've sold out enough for now, especially this week. So yeah, that's it. I've gone on long enough. Tell me what you guys think of the new format, what you're looking forward to in the new format. I'll try to get back to you all soon with what deck I decide to build after I read everyone's suggestions and read more into these archetypes. And maybe I can also tell you guys what what event I'll be at next where you can see me and see all of us. And I'm recording this on Friday, so tomorrow is the Rising Rampage sneak peek. I might actually be going to one. Normally there's not one here where I live, but there's one like an hour or so away. So like we might be going to that, and I'll see. If I go, there'll be videos. If not, we'll still open it like normal next week. All right, that's actually it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Help me out by leaving stuff in the comments, and I'll see ya when I see ya. Bye guys. Pass turn.